Hello everybody. I'm going to take you through my final presentation for Major Studio 2. I'm Kinjal, a product designer and frontline volunteer. I'd like to begin by asking, what does altruism mean to you? Well, to me, it means being able to make an impact at any time from anywhere. That is the inception of Karo. My project spanned 15 weeks, shuffling between research, synthesis, and prototyping. I chose to work with this idea because I've rescued many dogs and been a frontline volunteer. It's very personal to me. I conducted desk research, observational research, and competitive research to understand that existing apps don't really have a conversion rate on their platform because they lack engagement, a fun element, and they also have a very lengthy onboarding process. I conducted 7 interviews with 5 adults, 1 entrepreneur, myriad time zones, and also people with different volunteering experiences to understand how I can create a most viable product for myself. I had actionable meta insights from my interviews. People said I would like some recognition when I volunteer, or where is my personal growth? I'm missing a community. It's not flexible. Basically, 96% of prime interviewees said that they desire to volunteer, but they don't really find an engaging platform or resources. With all the various how might we questions, I chose to focus on one question: how might we create an engaging volunteering experience that enables people to volunteer at their convenience and find a community in the process of doing so? So with that in mind, I started doing low fidelity design sketches with my peers and classmates. We're able to get 23 diverse concepts and 5 distinct features, namely the community, location, gamification, quiz, and the scheduler. Moving on to mid-fidelity prototyping and usability testing, I was also fortunate to get amazing reviews. People said they loved the shapes idea within the app, where I had categorized activities into shapes. They liked the calendar feature. They also liked finding people to do things with. I also got feedback saying you need to find a new name for Buddy Hour, one of my very distinct feature within the app. I moved on to ideating a VR concept which focused on gamification of the app, but it was nullified because people said it cancels the entire idea of volunteering. You're not doing something in real time. 4 out of 5 users in my lo-fi interview said they really like the random activity suggester, where you are randomly suggested an activity instead of going and looking for it. They also like the VR concept, speed tasks, and finding a community. However, the VR concept later, when I embarked upon it, was frowned upon. My mid-fry user insights, 86% of people said they liked 3 button options on the home screen, because 3 is a very interesting number to play around with. People don't usually like 2 things to choose from. They want a third option. So a lot of my button decisions in my entire app have 3 as a number kept in mind. My user journey maps focuses on a student, an international student who is finding to do altruistic things around the city, just tired of going out with her friends every day. She's demotivated, she lands on Karo, and finally she finds things to do, fun things to do, and it's satiated. My system map helped me to scope my most viable product. It was easier for me to understand where I should focus. And that led me to create my Moscow framework. My must-have, could-have, should-haves, and would-haves. Basically features that must be there in my product, that are there in my high fidelity, and the others are in the future, more like next steps. So introducing Karo. The UX, unique selling point of Karo, is Karo saves you time by suggesting you quick nearby activities that are impactful. I used a simple brand identity with more white space but vibrant colors, because volunteering is a fun activity, it's optimistic, and just releases endorphins. The brand name Karo is derived from the Sanskrit word karma, means deed, and surprisingly in different languages around the world, it also resonates with altruism and optimism in many ways. I've used Spline as my regular primary and secondary font. A user opens Karo from their home screen, and you have a simple onboarding process with the logo. Make an impact anytime, anywhere. Once you're inside, you log in or create an account. And once that's done, you have 3 categories on the home screen. Like I said, the number 3 is very important in my entire app. I've ensured there are 3 options for most of the things because that helps users make a decision as well as have an option. Looking at Speed Deed lets you do tasks quickly. So every time you open an activity category, you have to turn on your location. And you have 3 options to select your tasks from. Let's look at 30 to 50 minutes. All your activities are categorized based on the offline and online option. You can drag and drop an activity you like, and it's going to go to your like section that we will see later. Well, if I want to review an activity before I like it, I can just click on it and look at it. I can see the name of the organization, the detail of the activity, whether it's online, the location, contact details, date, etc. I can also like it from here. This is merely done as a usability heuristic of recognition over recall. Once I'm in, I have a confirmation screen that tells me to confirm the activity, and I can either view it to share it with my peers or social media, or start the activity. This is a speed deed activity, which is time-based, so you could select a timer. Well, if you do, you can select your time prompt. And let's say I go for 30 minutes. I can start my task and time myself. Once I'm done, my screen is just going to say congratulations on completing your first activity. I can view my dashboard or go back to more activities. Let's look at Surprise Me. It's more like a placard recommending random activities throughout the day or the week. If you don't like something, you can just cancel it. And if you want to match with something, you can heart it. You can also drop down to see details of the activity. Well, this one is just 7 kilometers away, so it looks quite interesting. I'm gonna heart it, and I'm gonna heart this one too. Once my activities are liked, I can also share it from here. Recognition over recall again, and I'm gonna go to my like section. All of my liked activities are categorized within their umbrella terms, and each of the activity has an expiry date as well. Well, I can drag and drop an activity to the left to delete it, and I still want to go to the Bark Animal Rescue, so I can click on it. Well, once I confirm the activity, this is an offline activity, and I can view my ticket. It's important to note that all offline activities generate a ticket with your name and the barcode. You can either add to Apple Wallet or just go back for more. Let's look at anybody and find a community. In this flow, you have to select causes rather than activities, because causes give you a broad spectrum of activities to do, and then you can find people who resonate with the cause you're interested in. I'm going to select 7 causes for now that intrigue me and say all done. Well, I can find people through the buddy community, where these are buddies that already have Karo installed and use it. I'm going to pick 3 people I'm interested in and say all done. I can also draft a bespoke message and send them an invite. Great to connect with you. All I have to do is wait for them to accept it. Once they've accepted it, I just have to open the invite and schedule a task with my friend. I have a new buddy now. Well, if my time slots collide, I will get an error state saying, oops, you have to pick another slot. This screen is just to show error states within the app. Looking at the other flow, buddies near me, this flow helps you find a community in your vicinity. I can look at people who are just around, like 3 kilometers, 1 kilometer, and 5 kilometers. Select and send them an invite as well. All I have to do is wait for them to accept my invite. Coming back to my landing screen, I have a calendar that enables me to look at my tasks with a list view or a holistic view. My holistic view shows me the entire month, and the list view lets me micromanage all my tasks. This is my favorite part, the dashboard. It's called Karo Karma. Karo Karma is all your accumulated karma on the app over the years. You can see your activities, everything you've done, all the organizations you've supported, your total volunteering time, and also your memories. The Karo Rewind that generates every year creates an automatic video picking images from your memory lane. This idea was the best picked idea from my usability testing interviews, as it enables people to come back for more and keep doing altruistic activities. I hope you liked the presentation and are interested to use Karo to make an impact anytime and anywhere. As part of reflections and next steps, I'd like to conduct an in-depth usability testing and create an affinity map in order to understand my UX pain points better. I'd also like to incorporate the would have and could have features from the Moscow framework. Fine-tuning my interactions and animations in Lottie files and Adobe After Effects would also be something I would look into. Last but not the least, I'd like to design a roadmap for all the additional features in the app, such as the Karo Karma Rewind, the AI calendar scheduling, etc. Thank you.